Welcome to an intercultural learning moment, brought to you by Cultural Advantage. In this video, we address the cultural differences in how time is perceived, and why being on time is not necessarily as straightforward as we would think. This example takes place in a busy cafe. The owner of the cafe was shocked and frustrated when their new hire came into their very first 10 a.m. shift over 20 minutes late. They assumed that the new employee was unreliable and wondered if they had made a mistake hiring them in the first place. When working with a multicultural workforce, it's important to know that time is viewed differently around the world. Understandably, this can cause confusion for everyone involved. Some places take a very casual approach to time. This means for both informal social events and things like work meetings, anyone involved would know that 10 a.m. meant any time between 10 and 11. Other places view time in a slightly more flexible way. This would mean that 10 a.m. would mean sometime between 10 a.m. and 10:30. Once again, everyone involved would have the same understanding. In countries like Canada, we have a much more strict view of time. For most situations, especially anything work-related, you would actually be expected to show up slightly before 10 a.m. as the event would begin at 10 a.m. People that are new to Canada don't always understand that this is the way we view time, or that in Canada, expectations vary for different situations. For example, meetings that you're expected to attend at a physical location, especially if it's at a location that you don't normally work, the expectation is that you would be there at least 10 minutes before the meeting starts. For virtual online events, that time is a little bit shorter, and you're expected to be at the event and logged in about 5 minutes before start time. Without having this understanding, a newcomer employee will approach time very similarly to how they did in their previous country. So when onboarding and prior to the person's first shift, it's important to be clear about your expectations. Having a discussion about your expectations of time, among other things, helps to make sure that there's clarity going into the start of the position. Being as specific as possible will benefit both parties involved and go a long way to ensuring things go smoothly. After the cafe owner let their new employee know about their expectations, they were on time from that point on. The cafe owner learned that giving very clear expectations on things like time allowed them a better chance to get the desired result from their new employee. And the new employee learned that the expectations here in Canada at this job were different than what they had experienced previously. And knowing this would allow them to better adapt to their role. We're looking forward to working with you.